Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up right now and whatnot, getting ready to do your October 2019 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It's much appreciated. And for those that are returning, thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, positively engaging the channel the way you do. It's truly appreciated. You guys send me a lot of love. I send it right back to you guys, okay? All right. For those that would like to book a personal reading with me, that's fine. Just please keep in mind that I do not do pre-recordeds. They're all live, either via Skype, WhatsApp, or regular phone. You can record the session. That's no problem. I think even Skype offers a free recording feature, but I won't pre-record the session and send it to you, okay? For those that timestamp the reading prior to the prayer, thank you. It's much appreciated. And for those that are new, it is a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. Not a little bit, a lot of it. I like to acknowledge, if you are going to timestamp, that this reading starts prior to the prayer, not after it, okay? I think that's it. I had to restart this video because of an interruption. And but at the beginning, the pre-shuffle energy, there was the Death and the Eight of Wands. And it's funny, I say Eight of Wands and I get the 8, which is the Strength card. And the Nine of Pentacles. Oh wow, there's a bunch of cards I can follow over. Anyways, it seems like there is a group of Sagittariuses that are going to have some sudden change. So it's almost like word comes to you fast. It's going to feel like it came out of nowhere. The energy that's coming towards you, it could be passionate. It could just be fire. It could be fiery. It could be angry. It could be passionate. It could be exciting. It could just seem overwhelming, quick, with the Eight of Wands energy. But whatever's coming towards you is going to prompt a complete shift in your timeline. This is external. That's what I got from it. It was external, something coming towards Sagittarius that was going to grab your all of your attention, or at least most of it. And the reason why is because it initiates such a transformation to your world, to your life. And I don't want to make you afraid, because the Nine of Cups did pop up. So it was almost like something you wish for comes in, but because you let it go and let God, when it does come to you, it's very jarring and it takes a lot of your attention, and you realize how transformative this is. Like, it's almost the sense of, okay, like the past is really, like, the past timeline's really gone. Something comes towards you. Wow, the Emperor and the Chariot, the past timeline is gone. Sagittarius. Sorry, that kind of like rocked me. That's not just any pair. That's the pair. Top 2 pair. It's in the top 4. But in the tarot world, it is in the top 4. These are divine beings. These are highly functional human beings, regardless of their issues. These are conquerors. These are leaders. These are, follow fashion type people. This is union to me, because why? Because the Chariot reflects the victory of overcoming all the shit that kept these two people apart. They were always designed to go through the trial and tribulation as individuals to gain the strength to overcome before coming together. It's happening. That's sick. That kind of got me a little bit, but I'm telling you, you guys already know it though, because you guys already came into union with yourself. The Empress and the Emperor in you came in into union. And so you shouldn't be surprised that this is exactly what manifests. Anyways, that was so cool. I don't even know what I was talking about prior to seeing those 3 cards pop up. And the Emperor's popped up again. This is the birth of a new timeline. Yes, I remember, because I was talking about the Death card. Wow. This is a transformation. Some of you are coming out of singlehood rapidly. Some of you are stepping into parenthood rapidly. Some of you are stepping into new timelines and shifts with regards to career and abundance rapidly. Rapidly. I knew it was good stuff that was coming in to transform, but it could be anything, right? All right, let's get into it. Saggies. Did I pray? No, I didn't pray. Let's pray, because I don't think I prayed. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now in particular, thank you for connecting me with the sign of Sagittarius. Excuse me. Please allow me to communicate clearly to them the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding their material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me in the collective. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, the protection, the miracles. We're nothing without it. We're nothing without you. So thank you, Father God, and amen. Yeah. I like that. That was sick. My back's killing me out. It's almost like my body's already tensing up for winter. Overall energy. Knight of Wands. It's again this fast change occurring into Sagittarius's life. But there is to me a sense of understanding of the change that is coming in so rapidly to you. It's not blindsiding you. It's more of it's happening, it's now. You are going to be forced, Sagittarius, to be in the present now because of what is coming in. The gravity of it, the speed of it, the importance of it to you in your timeline is going to require you to ground yourself in the present. So Sagittarius, if you've been thinking a lot in the past or too focused on the future, whatever is coming into you is going to ground your ass, and it's going to ground you quick. Okay? So yeah, Knight of Swords energy is just fast moving communication. It could mean drama, back and forth. This energy though could come in and leave very quickly, but as an overall energy, I'm not concerned about this. It's immediate. We're being in the present, even with the Nine of Swords. I'm getting an energy of needing to be in the present. Okay, so don't talk too much about the future. Don't reflect too much on the past. Really take a clear get a clear understanding of what is happening, because change is gonna happen quick. And if you are too focused on how different it is than your past and how much it's going to change your future, you're not going to have any control of how it's playing out in the present. And I'm getting that the divine wants you to ground yourself in the present so that you are getting a clear understanding of Wagwan, because it seems like things are going to change very quickly for Sagittarius. Like I said, I started this reading, got interrupted, said, let me just start it again, got interrupted, and then said, let me just start this again. Like I'm talking quickly. I talk quickly by nature, but I feel the speed of this. But it showed in that reading. Now it's showing in a different way. Again, Eight of Wands is very fast, but so is the Knight of Swords. So let's see where this is going. Travel, movement, quick. It's fast. This is the Six of Swords. This refers to travel, moving from a darker area of life into a lighter one energetically. This could literally mean travel or relocation. You know, to me, this is a very relocation card. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, there's always this, when I see the original Six of Swords in the Rider-Waite, there's almost this finality to it. It's almost like this, like, oh shit, it ain't coming back. Like, I don't know. So anyways, either way, maybe you're moving and not going back. But maybe you're not realizing. Sagittarius, I think you're moving forward, but I just got I got a visual of like a boat. Okay, no similar than the original, like this boat coasting, and then all of a sudden hits a raft, and now all of a sudden it's going boom, 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 like, you know? So that tells me there's a need to have surrender to how quickly things are transforming or going to transform in your life. You're going to need to roll with the punches. You're going to need to be in the present. Okay? And even the tone I'm taking, I feel the weight of the change coming into Sagittarius. Some of you are going into you're going into the rapids, and not in a bad way. It's like, okay, if you've been manifesting and wishing for all this shit, it's like it's gonna come, but it might all come at once. Or it's almost like, for some of you say, when it rains it pours. Yeah, it rains it pours, but what is it pouring? Sometimes it's fucking pouring lead weights on your head. Sometimes it's bricks. Sometimes it's fucking money. Sometimes it's like love. What is it raining? Because when it rains, it does pour, and it looks like it's about to pour. But what is coming down, what's raining down on you, creates a lot of change to your land and your atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? It's like that rain is going to seep into your land. Whatever rains down on you is going to seep into your foundation, your soil, and birth up, who knows, abundance. The Six of Pentacles, 2 6s right out of the gate. We've got 6 neutrons, 6 protons, and 6 electrons in our body. These are foundational energies. The change, it's again death energy. The change that's coming in is going to change you to the core. It's changing who you are from an exterior to an interior perspective, because we talk a lot about interior to exterior perspective, because we speak about the ascension journey and what happens from within and how lonely it can be in that process. But this is speaking to an exterior change influence coming in that is going to impact your interior. But that's where I was saying, it's almost like you're going to know what this is when it comes in, because you manifested this, but you just have no control over how it was coming in. This is going to impact a lot of Saggies to the core. A need, Saggy, to be open to receiving in your new space, open to receiving energy that's positive, that's a bit different than you're accustomed to. Knight of Wands, it's so fast. It's all happening so fast. This isn't speaking to like somebody coming into your life. This is speaking to just energy shift and how fast you're going to feel like these nights. This is going to be you feeling like you're, you know, but I believe the divine does that because we all struggle to be in the present. Not all of us, some more than others, but there's a need to ground ourselves in the present moment and just be in the present. Lots of people live depressed in the past, anxious in the future. They say that peace is in the present. You're going to be trying to find peace in the present. You're going to be forced to, Sagittarius, because things are going to come in very quickly. It could even be career, a change and a shift in career that you weren't anticipating, but it's essentially giving you what it is you want, balancing you out financially the way it is that you always wanted to. But the way it's happening, it's like boom, boom, boom. For example, if you weren't even looking for work and somewhere contacts you about a job, or a friend refers you and didn't even tell you that they referred you, only for the employer to reach out to you, interview you that week, and you have a job offer on the following Monday, and now you are just shocked at how you're now gonna, especially if you're a leader and you have a team, like you're like, this change is happening now and you've got to be in the present and handle that. You know, handle what needs to be handled so that you can acclimate to the fast moving change that's coming towards you, Sagittarius, long and short. Okay. Next card under the 6 of Swords is the 9 of Wands. In the middle of your spread, 9 of Cups. This came out in the reading I did that fucked up. And it's in the middle. That is a hard confirmation that feel safe in surrendering to the change because it's going to bring about great things. It's essentially answering your prayers, but because you didn't pray for it to go down like this, you might not know your prayers are being answered yet. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's a need for you to surrender, be in the present moment, and just Three of Wands. Yeah, it's something you were waiting for. But it's almost like if this is the ships coming in, you didn't realize they were like motor, what do you call them? Like jet skis. So instead of like the coasting ship, it's like zero. And you're like, whoa, that's actually going like 100 something miles an hour or some shit, not fucking 40, you know? Some of you are actually going to, you're occupied, you're working, you're in your individual energy, and you look up and you realize there's something beelining it right for you. And again, I'm not getting bad energy about it. I think you might be defensive just because of, remember, the Six of Swords is coming from a darker area of life, a heavy vibration to a lighter one. So you, Sagittarius, might be a little bit defensive or feeling territorial. As you can see, this is this territorial, protective, defensive, until you're able to verify that this is in fact the vessel you were waiting for, the cargo you were waiting for, the wish fulfillment you were waiting for. But the only way you'll be able to verify that is if you surrender to the present now, right? If you, like I said, if you stay too much in the past or the future, you're actually going to not ask the right questions to determine if this is what it is you have been waiting for, manifesting, whatever the case is. I think you're just going to get shocked. There's a need to do everything I just said right now. Okay, next card out. The Two of Wands. Yeah. This new path, it's like, okay, you know the fork of the road? The fork in the road, and you think of it. You stand at the fork of the road and you think, do I want to go right or go left? There is no choice. It's almost like you are in this chariot, you know, you're in this jet ski, and the person driving it, or you're driving it, and you're saying, there is no stopping. I'm going too fast. I have to make a decision. And usually, guys, I'm the type of person, like, my Aries Virgo energy comes out and says, don't do nothing. I would have slammed the brakes and said, we're either going to, like, don't be stubborn headed about this is what I'm gathering from you, Saggy. There is a need for you to trust that the speed of which everything is happening is divinely guided, and that you're equipped to roll with the punches, still be able to be cognizant enough of what's happening, even though everything's happening very fast. So there's a need to trust not just what it is you're feeling and thinking, but your intuition. It's all playing. With this, this is all playing out. Past, present, future, your feelings, your thoughts, and your intuition. Feelings of the past, thoughts of the present, intuition of the future. Okay, sorry guys, I'm going through my own little. The Hermit underneath the Nine of Cups. I heard going on the road less traveled. Some of you, that's why it's going so fast, because it is the road less traveled, and the divine knows that if some of you got too much time to muddle over this, you wouldn't choose this path, because the logic in your mind would say it's less traveled. Why would I do this? So the divine is going to make this happen fast, so that you have to trust your intuition in the process, because the road less traveled was always what you kind of agreed to do. It looks like in the roadmap of your life, and there's this road less traveled that you decided to embark on. But because of the programming, if things went too slow, you would not take this road less traveled. It would seem unlogical, like, or it would seem like the dumb thing to do. But the divine has a funny way of getting us out of our comfort zones to think otherwise in order to achieve this. Things that we want most. Everything we have to surrender to in order to get it. Looks like you guys are going to have to be battling with a bit of speed. And then the last card out, the Ten of Wands. I saw the Eight of Wands in the other spread, that fuck up. Then I saw the Nine of Wands here, and then the Ten of Wands. Some of you are leaving a karmic cycle so fucking fast and embarking into your new life. There is a need, though, for you not to clam up, because like I said, you are the knights. There is a fight or flight reaction that may occur out of the sheer speed and weight of which transformation is occurring in your life, Sagittarius. Do not bolt. Under the Knight of Swords is the Ace of Pentacles. Don't pay no mind to that. I don't even want to ruin the energy by trying to turn it off. And I don't really turn my phone off, but like that, because you never know an emergency. But anyways, see, it distracted me. Same way. Again, under the Knight of Swords is the Ace of Pentacles. That's that new beginning. That's that seed. You know what I'm saying? That's that correction. I'm hearing like a correction. The world underneath the Ace of Pentacles. And when I was talking about travel and relocation, I thought about the world because I was comparing the kind of travel to it. So some of you are absolutely relocating. Some of you are, if not relocating, going on planning, wanting to do long distance travel. If not, if this has nothing to do with actual travel and movement, this is all energetic. This is a massive shift. Successfully leaving behind the old timeline, successfully leaving behind the lower vibrational energy that stopped you. It was like dead weight, dropped. So if this is an actual travel, the energetic shift and change in trajectory in you is going to be massive. Which that to me, this is the internal energetic shift that would explain this massive. There's almost like, okay, there. For some of you Sagittarius, you went through an internal change that was really fast internally. Like you changed, you were stripping, and mind you, this is all while you're still working and carry on with life. There was a lot happening under the surface of you, and there was change happening really quickly. That is going to project externally. Meaning the fast moving energy and massive change that's coming towards you externally is exactly a reflection of the change and how quickly that change occurred in you already. That's the key. Because I knew it's always internal to external, but this felt so external. It's because you guys have metamorphosed. You guys have come into union with yourself. You guys have stripped yourself down. You guys have addressed some hard shit in your dark nights of the soul. Like, look at, he ain't a happy camper. You guys were not about this. It was some tough work. But I don't think you realized how quickly the change in you was happening. The change that's coming towards you, I want you to remember, heed these words. Remember, it's a reflection of how much you changed already inside, so you're prepared. You got this. Do not be afraid. Wobble, don't fall down. You know, you got this. Okay, you got this. Like I'm spitting, I'm sweating. I'm like, yeah, this is like game time. Let's go. Okay. You know, successful completion. This is world travel, but to me, this is successfully completing a cycle. But it's the successful. That's the key. Because you can complete a karmic cycle, but that doesn't mean you successfully did it. That means, now we're getting technical. Like, I'm getting technical with myself. Because karmic cycles, I truly believe people can go around them over and over and over again. You see it. You've done it. I mean, come on. This is like, it's done. This is you got your trophy, you got your medal, you got your accolade because you completed something. Some of you are maybe graduating, getting an accolade for wrapping something up. Some of you actually finish a big project, maybe because of how successful it worked out. You actually get an accolade you weren't expecting, which would be really cool. Yeah. Don't ruin my vibe. Okay, we're gonna go into clarification. Guys, I do smoke pot. It's not the nature of this. Never has been, never will be. Unless I talk about how I'm quitting. But feel free to smoke with me. If not, don't worry. Okay. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels. Please allow me to clarify this spread for my beautiful Sagittarius. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The High Priestess and the Hierophant came out at the same damn time. Oh yeah, this is in the top 4 in the tarot deck. The top 4 couples is the High Priest and the High Priestess, the Empress and the Emperor, and then vice versa. The Emperor with the Emperor with the High Priestess, and the High Priestess with the whatever. You get the point. So that was dope. But what's interesting, okay, now if we're getting out of that, just the sheer fact that they came out together is a message for some of you. Now coming out of that in just regards to the meanings of these cards. If we look at them like this, there's something hidden. Okay? You guys need to be very careful about signing things. Signing things that have heavy commitments attached to them. Signing anything offered by big institutions. Okay, I don't care if it has a big name on it. Don't just sign the contract because you trust these big companies. No, they're the ones to fear the most. Okay, how do you think they got so big? So there's something that is under the surface that you intuitively know isn't right about something you're being asked to sign or commit to. That needs to be addressed. Address it, because if things move, like, yeah, that has to be addressed. Because there's some, whoever is orchestrating this contract or is causing I can't find the word. Somebody might be putting pressure on you to move quickly because they want you to commit to something that isn't actually what's being presented to you. So be careful about that. Don't let people rush you into contractual agreements and long-standing commitments, okay? Without you getting the time to really think about it, right? But what's funny is if we turn it like this, what gets revealed is the Hierophant. So this is your institution, the clarity surrounding your institutions, whether it's a job, whether it's some of you, okay? I just felt like a burning. Some of you are in school in a educational career path that you are trying to not acknowledge that is not something you want to do anymore, but you feel you've already invested too much money or time. And I think what the problem is what you really want to do is very far off from what it is you're currently in school or doing now. I'm getting school. Some of you are panicking or are avoiding acknowledging that you picked the wrong study. Shit. Some of you, it's the wrong institution. Some of you intuitively know that you're not working at the right employer. Maybe you're in the right career path, but you intuitively know this is not the right institution for you. Some of you know that the institution of love and relationships that you're living isn't actually genuine or true. So I'm reading it multiple ways. For some of you, this institution is this wish fulfillment, meaning you intuitively knew that you were going to get the opportunities that you wanted for the commitment that it is that you want. That means your intuition was already telling you that, not your ego, your intuition, and that eventually gets revealed to you, which is beautiful. Or maybe it already was revealed to you in Virgo season with the Hermit here as well. And maybe you're now just having to deal with the fast movement of this wish fulfillment coming in. Some of you, this wish fulfillment art has already come in and you're just like everything's happening so fast. And maybe you're watching tarot still because you are uncomfortable. You're questioning whether or not this is a wish fulfillment because you are struggling with either being in the past or in the future and struggling to be in the now. Therefore, you don't have the perspective that you should and the confidence that you should, because you'd be confident if you absorbed your present moment because you'd understand it. You're not going to be comfortable in the present moment if you're avoiding it by just reflecting on the past or the future too much. That's for some of you. Somebody. Okay, so yeah, High Priestess, Hierophant right out of the gate. Okay. See, Saggy. Okay, can I get clarification on this Hermit, this 10 of Wands, and this 2 of Wands? Pondering. It's pondering this path. I don't think you'll have time to ponder. I think you have time to ponder it now because your intuition is already telling you that change is afoot. I think your intuition, there's the church bells, guys. I think your intuition's already telling you that change is coming and is afoot, and that things you manifested, you can intuitively smell and see and feel and touch. So it's like you need to, there's certain things that these synchronicities are doing. They want you to ponder them before the fact, not after the fact. That's why you get anything prophetic. That's why you can see into the future wherever you are allowed to. It's so that you ponder it so that you're better equipped when that comes through. Enough of you have like prophetic either dreams, thoughts, and have had them forever and still deny them and go, I don't know. It's fucked. It's like, what does the divine got to do? You know, like to prove to you, like does Jesus' big bro got to literally roll up in your crib and be like, yeah, like I don't, because Jesus is big bro. I've been connecting with him because I struggled to connect with him because of religion and stuff like that. And I felt like religion tried to control the kind of relationship. That's big bro. That's not God. It's big bro. Anyway, big bro might be giving you some synchronicities, okay? And trying to talk to you and give you downloads about your future, about this. The reason why is because I don't think you're going to have time really. When you get to this crossroad, I think you're just going to pass it and know that you passed a crossroad. You know what I'm saying? It's you're super in the present. Things are happening quickly. So Sagittarius, take the time now to listen to your downloads, to ponder what it is you truly want and the path of which you want to take. Okay, because then when this happens and you move fast, you'll be excited about it because you know you've already pondered this. You're on where you want to be. So the sheer speed of this isn't going to fuck you up, or it shouldn't, or the divine's giving you an opportunity for it to not. Because some of you are getting a lot of prophetic downloads. The problem is you don't look at them prophetic yet because they haven't played out. But by the time it plays out, the divine already wanted you to ponder the shit. That's why you got the download of the vision fucking weeks or months or years ago. Some of you are pondering a commitment and you're done. Some of you are pondering, you're bringing your intuition to light. That was hard to say. Some of you are bringing your intuition. For those in committed relationships, your intuition told you something, and without waiting for proof to come in, you brought it to your partner, only for it to be verified, in my opinion. And now you have to ponder on the facts. But the funny part is you should have pondered it before because your intuition already told you, right? That's why you went and asked or got confirmation, and then the confirmation comes in and you are pondering. Now, like I said, you get there when you get there. You can ponder it after, but you could have pondered it before if you trust your intuition. Maybe not, right? That's interesting. A Fool in reverse. And the Devil. For a group of you, the devil is going to try to get you to either, this is fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, but the devil might either try to get you to abandon something because you think you're not ready, which would be fucked because all you're really doing is delaying the inevitable for you. Because I'm getting like something written here is playing out with the 9 of Cups in the center. This is, and the 2 6s like that. 2 6s, 2 9s. Yeah, man. So that might get you to abandon something or put the brakes on something saying, well, I'm not going to do it then. if you try to gain control over how this plays out or the speed of certain things coming into you, you're going to fuck up the whole thing. You're going to realize, because then the lesson will be that you don't have as much control as you think. Because at night, there's no kings or queens here. But there is the high priest and the high priestess. Yeah. They have ranking. They, you know, run the tarot thing. Anyway. Let's go into the romance. And then I'll wrap with the Aboriginal Dreamtime. Even though I can barely read out of that one. I don't know. Sometimes it's like, I don't know. Has hard words and these little animals. Anyway. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels. Can I please get clarification for my beautiful Sagittarius from the Romance Angel deck regarding October 2019. 1984. I see 1984. B13. Yeah. 1986. August 18th. E0, E0, E0. Anyways, those are the numbers. I'm using the Money Tarot deck by Eugene Vaninsky. It has beer numbers on it and stuff, and I know you guys get messages. I mean, I do. So I know you guys get messages and synchronicities from numbers. So I know they may sound random to a lot of you, but there's somebody that's going to go, holy fuck, she said B13, yo! Just joking, guys. Not really, but I mean it. Okay. Di Italia. (1982) January 1982. Chemistry. Some of you, I feel somebody got tripped out by that, because January 1982 means something, and then I showed chemistry. I felt that. Anyways, the cards that popped out, you've got heart-to-heart conversations, release your ex. These are expectations about the speed of which things are happening. This is the surrender card to me. This, of course, could mean release your ex, but I quite frankly think that that's already done, because the Six of Swords is the first card out. You've already moved on. You're in transit. You're just, how you feel about that, I don't know. We could sit here and talk about that forever. But the fact is, you are in transit. You have moved on to a new destination, and a desire to move into a new space and time is already in effect. Action is already being taken to those desires, straight up. So, I mean, more so it's time to clear your energy of any of that past energy. Like really letting yourself propel yourself forward. Meaning do not be too much in the past and do not be too much in the future. Be in the now. Release your expectations of how things play out. Trust what it is you're seeing, understanding, feeling, and intuitively downloading, and you'll feel more in control and comfortable in the present with how fast. And it's not just the speed, it's the transformation with the speed. Like, meaning for some of you in like the next 2-3 years are going to say that, like, where did the last 2-3 years go? My whole life changed. I moved here. This is happening now. This is going, like, it's just, but we don't get those periods of life. Like, those are pivotal moments, meaning pivotal, like you're pivoting, right? The trajectory changes. It's like douche. Now you're shooting over there. And then that pocket of life catches you. And then now you go tick, 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 boom. And now you're flying, and then you get caught. Tick, tick, tick. Did you get that? Makes any sense? Because if not, then I must look crazy. Either way, past life relationship, romantic feelings. You've known each other before, and your feelings are real and worth exploring. For those of you in pre-existing relationships, I believe that your intuition, it was like your feelings were telling you something and you revealed your intuition to somebody, but you did it like it was facts, only for you to be confirmed you were correct. This was a lesson. Take that person out, or however that played out. This was a lesson surrounding your intuition and trusting yourself. And the reason why I think this lesson had to be learned when it was is to prepare you for the sheer speed of which the next phase of your life is going to unfold. Because your instincts are going to need to be something you can trust in order to feel comfortable in the present about what's going on, about how everything's changing, or else you'll abandon your own shit, you'll self-sabotage, you will trip out, essentially. And then we will wrap. Okay, my beautiful Saggies, please like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about this reading. I've been asking the signs, how has karma been playing out for them, for good or for bad? Just so we all know we're not alone, right? For good or for bad, believing in the good karma being bestowed to us, but that the bad karma will be rectified as well in a way that's best for everyone involved, for the bloodline, right? So, but yeah, anyway, comment, share, subscribe, all that. Dreamtime learning, your intuition. A lot of you have been getting prophetic messages, downloads, needing to really hone in on that, trust that, absorb that. Because I'm telling you, you guys have a head start to ponder some shit that's coming towards you. All right? Before it comes, because this pondering is going to have to happen regardless. This change comes in, or something comes in, and you're going to be pondering it. But if you ponder it because you're because your intuition has been prompting you to, when it does come in, you're going to go, I know what that is. I know what the divine's doing. I know what part of my manifestation this is. Yeah, what up? It's good. You ready? You're not ready. Okay, no, I'm going to read that. I don't know. I'm whipping that down like that. I'm going to read it for you out of the book, okay? Okay. Once when the land was still being created, there was a giant serpent, and as he weaved his way through the land, his body would leave deep gullies deep in the earth. Some of the animals didn't like the serpent, as there were times that he would change the shape of the land, which meant that they would have to find new ways in which to survive. On one occasion, as the serpent disturbed the water in a shallow stream, the fish became stranded on the banks of mud. As fear overcame the fish, they took their first breath of air and realized that they were able to breathe air like the other land animals. As the heat of the day began to dry their bodies, one by one, they started to dig themselves into the cool mud. Now, every year when the dry season comes and the wetlands begin to dry up, the lungfish begin to breathe air and dig themselves deep into the mud until the wet season returns and they can return again to their beloved water home. Dream message: your ability to be flexible and to go with the flow is one of your strong points. However, sometimes flexibility can provide us with too many choices. You have a short attention span and are too willing to change tactics halfway through the game. But this is a time to just make a decision and stick with it. No changing the game plan this time. Follow it through and you will attain your victory. That's wicked. This reading was wicked. I'm excited. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and hopefully I can catch you on the lives, the mid-monthly lives. But if not, until the next time I see you, please continue to let your inner angels live. Ciao.